Click the bell, turn on all notifications, and subscribe for around-the-clock WWE news in real time. The home of the most consistent and dedicated breaking news in WWE, Seanzviewent, is here for you. Like, comment, and share today.
As we do each and every Tuesday morning, we get the Raw review from each and every one of you. Remember to subscribe, click the bell, comment, like. Remember to tell your friends, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, your family, your friends, everyone you know. It's morning, it's a.m., it's time to wake up, it's time to shower, it's time to get ready, it's time to hear, it's time to listen, it is time to click. Ladies and gentlemen, what was your overall feelings, your overall vibe? It was the final stop, the final Monday Night Raw on Netflix before this weekend's Elimination Chamber as we are full bore on the road to Wrestlemania. What was the moment that stood out to you? What was the match? What was the mic work? What was the backstage segment? What was the vignette? What did you think of Monday Night Raw last night? And there's going to be a lot of different opinions from a lot of different people right here on this very channel, right here on the Brash and the Brazen. But ladies and gentlemen, you got to understand, after what we saw and after what we got, and after the WWE gave us their version of what they said was a good Raw last night, these are the things that was said before going into Raw last night. Going into Raw last night, this is what we were ultimately told, ladies and gentlemen. We were told that last night's Raw, and this was tweeted out by the game Triple H, who promised a very big Monday Night Raw. A can't-miss Monday Night Raw. Now, we saw exactly what happened on Raw. At the end, we have two new champions crowned in the WWE, and Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez. Now, I thought we were also supposed to find out towards the end of Raw, this is what we were waiting for, who took out, who attacked, Jade Cargill. We were thinking maybe there was going to be a heel turn. We were thinking something was going to happen. We were thinking that something was going to go down, but apparently it didn't go down the way we thought it was going to go down. Now, here's the thing. With everything that is going on the road to the Elimination Chamber, did this Raw, as I said earlier yesterday, did this Raw entice you? Did this Raw want to make you? Did this Raw give you enough investment to want to watch the Elimination Chamber this weekend? Did the WWE double down? Now, again, you had Logan Paul smacking CM Punk in the beginning of the night. Now, why didn't this lead to a match? Why didn't this lead to something else? And why is it on Monday Night Raw we only get to see one wrestler for one time per night, and that's the end of them? All right, CM Punk kicks off Raw. You don't see CM Punk anymore for the rest of the night. You see Seth Rollins, then you don't see him anymore for the rest of the night. Why can't you follow up? Why can't you continue? You see one wrestler, and that's, back during the Ruthless Aggression era, during the Attitude Era, you'd see Triple H, you'd see The Undertaker, you'd see Brock Lesnar more than once a night. At least up to twice a night you would see these guys. But no, one and done, and it's all over, guys, just like that. CM Punk, not looking for revenge, not looking for retaliation. He's going to wait. He's going to wait to the Elimination Chamber to get his revenge on Logan Paul. That's what CM Punk is going to do. Now, this Raw could have been a hell of a lot better. The booking, the creative could have been a hell of a lot better. It could have been a hell of a lot more compelling, surprising, shocking. But no, that's not what the WWE gave us. That's not what the WWE did, sadly, last night on the red brand of Raw on Netflix. I guess the one good thing coming out of Netflix last night is there wasn't, if any, I don't think there was any this week. I don't know how, this could change again, but there wasn't any problems with the audio. There isn't any visual issues, but there still may be a money issue, ladies and gentlemen. There still very well may be a money issue because people, again, have to pay for Netflix. People have to order Netflix. People have to shell out more money for something else that they may not want to shell out for, especially when you don't get the full 3-hour show. But again, ladies and gentlemen, it all comes down to your review, your sentiments of Monday Night Raw. Now, coming out of Raw, we are receiving word right now that Becky Lynch has reconciled with Charlotte Flair after death of close friends, including Bray Wyatt. Remember how volatile, remember how combustible it was between these two superstars? Well, now it isn't so much. Eugene reveals how much money WWE paid him for being in the Smackdown vs. Raw 2006 video game. WWE veteran Eugene revealed that he made $86,000 in a single quarter from WWE video game royalties, his biggest payday ever with the company. Also, Enzo Amore says that AEW has never made a star. Well, Enzo Amore would know about being a star because he was a superstar in the WWE. Matt Hardy criticizes Tony Khan for pushing better wrestlers over better characters. And again, it should be about the character. It should be about the persona. It should be about that pursuit, but that is exactly. And again, last night on Monday Night Raw, we had a couple of segments where there was some talking going on, but a lot of people, for some reason, they like the wrestling. They just like match after match, rematch after rematch after rematch. But you need a reason. You need a rhythm. You need that angle. You need that storyline. You still need that hook. Anybody can book a wrestling match. Anybody can book a wrestling show where there's just match after match where you're just putting two guys in the ring, or a tag team, or a triple threat. Well, Sean, there was exciting matches. I'll give you that. There was exciting matches. There were strong matches last night on Raw, but it takes more than just wrestling. Do you understand what the word World Wrestling Entertainment? You have the world, which represents the world is watching. You have the wrestling, WWE, and then E. Where is the entertainment? The entertainment just can't be in the matches. It's got to be the spectacle. It's got to be the lead up. It's like I said, you got to have that hook. And as we saw Penta last night, which made no sense to me, Penta loses without being pinned. But I see what the WWE did there. Penta actually didn't have to take the pinfall, which is why this ultimately ended up being a triple threat match at the end of the day. But we are receiving word right now that due to the way that Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez won the women's tag team titles, due to all the manipulating, due to all the cheating, there's a lot of rumors, there was a lot of speculation this morning after Raw on Netflix that Triple H may have no other alternative, that Triple H may have no other choice but to make things right and strip Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez of the women's tag team titles due to all the interference and due to all the controversy that happened last night on Monday Night Raw. Again, it all comes down to your thoughts, your comments, and your opinions. Do you believe that Bianca Belair and her tag team partner should still be the reigning tag team champions at this stage of the game? Many people say that they were screwed out of the titles last night on Raw. But ladies and gentlemen, that simply is not all, because we have a lot more stunners to give you on this very episode, because we are also receiving word right now that WWE SmackDown viewership following the odd promo by The Rock on Cody Rhodes, which we know it wasn't just all The Rock on this one. The viewership sees an increase after The Rock's return, which really should come as no shock to anybody at the end of the day, really. Friday Night SmackDown remains a top show in WWE, delivering another action-packed episode on February the 21. The event built up key storylines for the upcoming premium live event, Elimination Chamber, and the viewership ratings have now been released. According to Programming Insider, this week's SmackDown averaged 1.736 million viewers on the USA Network, marking a significant increase from last week's 1.384 million viewers. SmackDown also saw an increase in the 18 to 49 demographic, securing a 0.51 rating from last week's 0.42 rating. This is the highest viewership for SmackDown has recorded since returning to the USA Network in September of 2024. And even though it was odd, and even though it was weird what The Rock did and what he said and how he got over to Cody Rhodes, it still shows that The Rock has that staying power. He still has that drawing power. However, had this been the Attitude Era, this would have easily been a 4 or a 5, but instead it was still in the ones, still in the 1 category. Also, viewers, fans, and subscribers, The Rock's Elimination Chamber announcement has spiked ticket sales for that very event. Yes, indeed it has, ladies and gentlemen. Also coming through here on the Brash and the Brazen. Before Raw went on the air, I don't know if you heard of this, ladies and gentlemen, but CM Punk pulled off a bathroom prank on Pat McAfee before Raw went on the air, and this has to be seen to be believed. The New York Mets announced WWE Night at Citi Field this summer. Your thoughts, your comments, and your opinions for those of you that may want to go to Citi Field for that event. Also, WWE has moved away from political storylines. Not that they do a hell of a lot of storylines nowadays, but they've moved away from that. Also, the morale has sunk in WWE as WWE employees face pay stagnation and loss of stock perks. So there's a lot of those backstage in WWE that are just down. They're out. The vibe, the aura is just not there at this stage of the game, ladies and gentlemen. Also, ladies and gentlemen, the Macho Man Randy Savage's iconic outfit sells for huge money at a recent auction. Dig it. Also, Drew McIntyre exposes WWE star's backstage reaction to his social media roasts. Drew McIntyre always has something to say. Zeta Steel eyes WWE ID title in confrontation with Zyra Zakar, as we all saw. Bianca Belair reveals condition for a heel turn, for her to turn heel in the WWE. Your thoughts, your comments, and your opinions on that, ladies and gentlemen. Now, as you know, this is your place to score the hottest, the latest, the greatest, the newest, the most definitive. If it weren't for you, there would be no Seanzviewent. Stay true to me. Plenty more to come.